David, the heavyweight scene at the moment is looking very interesting. Will we get Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury?
I really hope so. That's the fight that everybody needs to see. You know, you've got two fighters who claim to be #1 in the world. One's got multiple belts. One's got the WBC, is undefeated. It has to happen. Sooner or later, we have to find out officially who's done one. Everyone's got their ideas who they believe's done one, but they're just opinions. You know, we want an undisputed, meaning there's no dispute in who's #1. And hopefully this year we're going to get the fight we all want. All the noises are that things are going away. We as fans need it, and we're going to get a unified champion. If the fight happens, you know, I'm not sure where it'll be. People are talking possibly Saudi. You know, we're going to throw a load of money at it. As long as it happens, Timbuktu, as long as it happens and we can watch it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, heavyweight boxing really needs that fight right now, doesn't it, for the undisputed? I mean, you was a cruiserweight who moved up and won the world heavyweight moved up to heavyweight. He's done the same. Yeah. He's been quite a dominant force. He's looked good against Anthony was very impressive. The rematch was impressive. Can he do it against Tyson?
I didn't believe he had the firepower to beat Anthony Joshua, and I was proven wrong. He did. He had the skills, he had the footwork, he had the heart, desire, the fitness. You know, he ticked all the boxes, everything you needed to do to beat a man significantly bigger and physically superior to you, he had. And, you know, he's done it once. You know, who says he can't do it again? You know, a lot of people believe it's going to be a walkover for Tyson Fury, but I don't believe Alexander Usyk is a walkover for anybody. He's a proud man, Olympic champion, undisputed cruiserweight champion, heavyweight champion, defended the title again. It wasn't a fluke. He's the real deal. And we've got two amazing fighters of the same era, and we're going to get to see him. I'm praying. And for every night I'm praying that we're going to get to see this fight.
And another heavyweight who's burst onto the scene with an unbelievable victory over Joseph Parker is Big Joe Joyce.
Yes.
You know Joe Joyce.
Yeah, I know him very well.
Has he got the tools to become world heavyweight champion?
I believe he does. I was worried for him going in there against Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker, heavy hitter, former heavyweight champion. I believe, you know, a heavyweight needs to avoid punches. You know, Joyce somehow has got this punch resistance that seems unnatural. He absorbs punches better than any other heavyweight I've ever seen. So how long can he do it for? If he can continue doing what he did against Parker, he's going to be a problem for everybody. You know, maybe you just got to try and outbox him. Trying to knock him out might not be the way to go. And I believe he's a handful. He's a problem. And you know, he's got the big Chinaman next, right?
Yeah, Zhang.
Zhang. That's a good fight. It's a southpaw. I saw him fight Filip Hrgovic last time round. I thought he won that fight. I thought it was a very close fight. I thought he managed to win it, and I think them styles will work very well. Both fighters are very good. They walk forward. They're big punchers. They're thick set men. I think it's a perfect clash. If I could pick a fight, you know, Zhang and Joyce, I think they're not going to take a backward step. It's going to be fireworks.
And where does Anthony Joshua fit into the picture? I know they're talking about April the 1st coming back against Jermaine Franklin. That's the fight they're talking next. Where does he move on from there, David? How many fights does he need before he gets back into that heavyweight picture?
I think he jumps straight back in. You know, I'd like to see him fight Dillian Whyte. I think that's a great fight. He's fought him before. He's beaten before. You know, Dillian's coming off a win against Franklin. Why fight someone who's just lost? I consider Anthony Joshua the elite, top 5 heavyweight on the planet. You know, is Franklin top 5? I don't believe so. He's just lost his last fight against Dillian. So fight Dillian. I think that makes perfect sense. I think it's an entertaining fight for the fans. It's a fan-friendly fight. It was great first time round. Let's do it again.
Can Joshua regain the world heavyweight title?
Depends who he fights for the title. You know, if the belts at the moment, you wouldn't give him a chance against Usyk and Tyson Fury. He'll be a heavy underdog going into that fight. You know, but in what time frame? In 5 years? In 3 years? Once Fury and Usyk have retired? Yes. At the moment, right now, he's going to need to do some work to be in a position to have any real confidence going into a fight of either of those.
I mean, he's got a new trainer now in Derek James. He's taking himself off to the States. That tells you that he's still got the ambition and the hunger to become a 3-time heavyweight world champion. Do you think with added confidence or reinstalled confidence, he could go in with the likes of Fury, Usyk in 12 months or so?
In 12 months, yeah, but he needs. I like the fact that he's moved away. I like the fact he's wanted to change what he was doing. What he was doing wasn't working, and sometimes you've got to realise. It's nice sometimes to stick with what you're doing and keep learning. But obviously, it wasn't working. Having the loss against Ruiz and the 2 against Usyk, he needs to switch it up. He needs a fresh start. He needs to come from another angle. And I like the fact that he's moving away, getting away from his home comforts and starting something fresh. The new coach, solid team. I think it's a very, very positive move for Anthony.
Brilliant, David. Thanks so much. Enjoy your night.